Well, good morning, Lugnut.
Hello.
I have the beautiful Mama Lugnut with me today, and Safety Man Goose is in the house this morning, and we wanted to start off the new project. I say new. This isn't exactly new. We've had this
project since
We've had this project three times.
since before 2001, because we had one before Maddie was born.
Did we?
Yes. In the old house. We had one at the old house.
Yeah, but we got that house right when she was born.
2001.
Like right after she was born, we got that house.
No,
no, we got it right before she
so
was
in
born.
2000. So we probably got our first one in 2001, 2002.
Okay, well, I'll trust your math on that one. So, Lugnuts.
No, I know when it was.
Oh, shit.
It was in 2004, because you surprised me with it right after my mom died.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
04.
Yeah.
Okay, so 21 years later, we're still working on the third iteration of the same project.
Of my high school dream car.
Of Mama's high school dream car. So, yeah. Well, you know, guys, if you've ever worked on hot rods and you've ever lived life and you've had kids and everything else, life gets in the way sometimes. Shit happens.
Yeah.
You know, and sometimes you have to take a step back and then in order to move forward. And, you know, that's what we did a couple of times already. But the day has come. The actual day has come.
So this was my dream car when I was in high school. There was one for sale on the way to school that I would drive past every morning when I was a senior in high school. And I would be like, I really want that cute little white convertible VW Bug. It was $4,000. We're not going to talk about how many moons ago that was, but that was maybe a lot of money back then. A lot-ish money for a used car.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Considering that at the same time, right after that, I got my very first brand new car.
Yes.
Which was the 1991, and I'm dating you.
Oh.
1991 Nissan hardbody pickup truck, Mosquito. I just sprayed for these guys. 1991 Nissan hardbody pickup truck that I got brand new, no AC, manual windows, manual locks, no radio, 5-speed manual transmission that I paid $5,600 for brand new.
So $4,000 was a lot of money for a used car back then.
Yeah, back in 1990, 89.
Especially for like a 70s model Bug.
Yeah, for a 20-year-old Bug at that point.
So my dad said no.
No, that's not what he said. He didn't say no. He just didn't say anything.
He didn't say anything.
But he did bring you a red convertible.
No, it was orange.
An orange convertible.
He said, I got you a 2-door convertible, and it was a 70, 72.
71, 72.
Chevy Blazer. It was bright orange, like a traffic cone, with no top.
And a caved in passenger side.
Yeah.
Now, fast forward to today, we would love to have that.
I would drive that today, no problem, minus the caved inside.
Yeah, but I could fix that.
Yeah. But back then, I was a ballerina. I was on the dance team at school. I was a senior in high school.
Okay, and she didn't go to the same kind of high school I went to. She went to a bougie high school,
so
where all the kids got cars.
All
for their
my friends
16th
got
birthdays.
brand new cars. So that was a big no for me. And I ended up getting a 90 or 91 Geo Prism because a Toyota Corolla was out of the budget. And that's what I really wanted.
But the Geo Prism was the same thing as a Toyota Corolla.
But it was cheaper, and that's what I got.
Well, fast forward to 2025, and now we have Project Betty.
Beige Betty.
Beige Betty. I don't know how we came up with that name. Okay. So we have Beige Betty, which is not going to be beige when she's all said and done. No. So this is, if you've seen all of my introduction videos and you've gone through and watched those, you'll see where we talked about this vehicle before. This is a 1969 Volkswagen Beetle convertible.
Obviously.
Obviously. And what's special about this one and why we really got, kind of liked this one was because it was unique. If you've watched the channel, you know that I like unique cars for different reasons. Some may not make sense to everybody, and I'm okay with that. But this one has what's called an automatic stick shift in it. And essentially, what it is it's a clutchless manual transmission. It's got, I've been told by one of the viewers, it's got contacts, electrical contacts down around the base of the gear shift that when you put your hand on it and move it in, even the slightest bit, it makes contact and it disengages essentially a torque converter in the back, allowing you to shift. So there is no clutch. It's just missing a clutch pedal. So that's very unique. Everybody that I've talked to said the reason it's so unique is because they break all the time. And everybody just rips them out and puts in a manual and a clutch.
So
And
there's not many left.
There's not many of them left. This is the only one I've ever seen. And everybody I've ever talked to says
has never seen one.
Has either never heard of one or has never seen one in person. They're like unicorns. No, it's a mythical creature. So, and this one works.
And it's so fun to drive. So fun to drive.
So, and it was a running and driving car.
Yeah.
It was. And then before we bought the farm, not in the bad way, bought the farm. We bought an actual farm, which is, headquarters here. We decided we were going to tear it down. Well, we started tearing it down. We got some interior work done, and that can all be viewed. All that stuff can be viewed in the previous video on this car when we introduced it. So, but now that we finished Project Mecum, this one is the next on the list because it's been moved down the list and moved down the list and moved down.
It's been put behind lots of projects for the last few years. So,
but now it's at the top of the list. So with that being said, we've got a whole lot that we've got to do to it.
Oh.
And that's just the big general overview. This is the 10,000 foot view of things that need to be done. And this list will get refined as we go. There is a bunch of body work that needs to be done on the front right corner. I do have to replace a fender. Not a fender, I'm sorry, a quarter panel. I do have to replace the front balance because it was all damaged and banged up. And then somebody did a bunch of fiberglass work to it and everything else like that.
Of Bondo.
So you want to run down the kind of list of what needs to be done?
Okay, things we have on here. Pull the dashboard, pull all the electrical, pull out the gas tank, replace the fender and front end, pull the rear fenders, pull the motor, fix neutral safety switch.
Yeah, there's when we first got it, there's a neutral safety switch that will only allow you to start the thing when it's in neutral. And it started having problems. So after the University of YouTube, I got on there and I had to reach in underneath and I had to unplug the neutral safety switch. And then I had to make a jumper that jumped across it.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so that it would start. You don't remember when it wouldn't start, when we were having problems with it starting?
I don't know. We've worked on it so many times. I can't remember.
Hey, I just had a really funny flash.
What?
You know what this feels like?
What?
This feels like Dr. Sheldon Cooper and Dr. Amy Farrah Fowler's Fun with Flags.
Fun with flags.
This is fun with flags. This is fun with cars. Sorry. Left field squirrel ADD.
Let's see. We need to sand the body.
Yep.
Paint the engine compartment and boot.
Yep.
Rebuild the motor.
Yep.
Replace the window seals.
Yep.
Paint the whole car.
Paint the whole car. Which somebody.
I knew you were going to ask me this. So my dream car was white with a white top, and I can't remember if it had black or white interior, but being the age that I am now and knowing what I know about cars and convertibles, I'm going to stay away from black because that gets way too hot in the sun. But I had this moment where I was thinking that I would paint it a pale pink.
Wait, you've had about 7 different moments.
Yeah, well, okay, so I liked Bahama blue.
We got to be real with the lights.
Okay, so I liked Bahama. Every time I see one at an auction, I like the Bahama blue with the white, like center part, two-tone. I like that. But now that we don't live on the water anymore, I'm kind of, I'm over all the coastal vibes. So I had this thought of painting it pale pink with a white interior, white top. And when we upholster the seats, doing all of the piping in leopard print. I know somebody's going to come for me because that sounds super tacky. And then do like floral floor mats and whatever. But then I'm like, okay, am I really going to want that? Sounds pretty, but like, am I going to be embarrassed to drive that? Probably. And should I just take this opportunity to have the dream car that I never got? Probably.
I don't think white on white on white is the way to go.
Especially where we live. It's so dirty living on a farm. It's going to be dirty all the time.
I.e. the new Jeep that we got for Junior Lugnut. One of the Junior Lugnuts.
Yeah, it's white and we drove in the
we've had
road and it's
we've had it for 2 days and it's dirty already.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm hemming and hawing. I do think I do want to do two-tone though. I do like that, kind of break up the color. So whatever we do, probably two-tone. The white part of it will be a pearly white, not a bright white.
Yeah, I want to do something cool with a pearl in the white. Maybe
you're thinking
maybe
pearl like
white.
shiny. I'm thinking pearl like as in the color pearl.
Okay. Well, I want to do. I was thinking antique, like an antique white, not bright white, not pure white with pearl, but like almost an antique white. With pearl like in it, with a pearl iridescence to it.
Okay, well, I wasn't thinking like pearly iridescence. I was thinking pearl the color. This happens all the time.
We'll figure it out. It's her car. She can have whatever she wants. I'm just kind of thinking about cool colors that go together.
Yeah, so to be determined.
To be determined on the paint.
And then we need to reinstall the motor. We need to undercoat pans. We need to do the interior, new top, and new
wire harness. She can't read my writing. Hey, safety man, where are you going?
Are you bored?
Are you bored? Okay. Well, sit. Sit.
So.
There we go.
Those are the plans.
Well, those are the plans. Those are the 10,000 foot view plans. We do have a whole lot more that goes into that. There's little bits and pieces that go along with it. So here's the good news. This car doesn't have any rust in it, really. There's no rust in the floor pans. While we were working on it last time, when we were breaking it down, Mama got inside and took a wire wheel to all of the inside, and then sprayed it all with undercoating to kind of rust converter to basically seal it up. Not undercoating, but basically a rust converter to freeze everything in place for anything that might be there, but there's no rusty holes. The pan
I know it
solid.
doesn't look like it, but it's actually in really good shape.
Yeah, it really is. Kind of need to sandblast and get all this stuff out of these fenders. We got to put a new wire harness in it. We got to do the interior.
All new electrical.
All new electrical, all new window seals. Basically, this is going to be a full ground up restoration.
Because I am a hardcore restoration girly.
Yep. This is going to go back.
I love things to look like it did when it rolled off the showroom floor.
It's going to go back to really stock looking.
Except for, I don't think they made them pink back then.
No, I don't think they made them pink back then. But as far as the look of the thing and everything else like that, we're not doing modern stuff in it. I am going to do disc brakes on it. I'm going to put a disc brake kit. Safety first. Safety third, children.
Safety third.
Safety third. Going to put some disc brakes on it. Hey, why don't you sit down instead of leaning on me? Hey, sit.
This ear's all messed up.
What's going on with your ear?
Come here. Okay, sit.
Safety man is bored.
Sit.
So, we've got a lot to do.
Yeah.
I don't think that antenna right here is factory. Pretty sure that's not factory.
Oh, probably not.
But yeah, there's a lot to do. We're going to do the new gauges in it and everything else like that. We're going to do, we're going to restore it all back and make it look like it would have back in 69, 70 when it came out. It's going to be a long-term project. We'll do little bits at a time, easier to digest for you guys. I'll probably break up this series of videos with other stuff mixed in. That way it's just not constantly Volkswagen stuff.
A lot of things to do around here.
There's always something to do around here. At some point I'm going to introduce the project that we traded off for. Well, not really a project. It's finished, but I'm probably going to have to touch up, redo some paint on it and stuff like that. And, you know, I'd like to do the suspension on the Grand National at some point in time. But these are all things that are going to have to break up the monotony of nothing but Volkswagen videos for a while. But you are going to start getting a lot of Volkswagens. And good news is that, you know, in a lot of these, you're going to be out here helping me.
Yes.
Maybe not all of them. She does have her own stuff she has to do. But
yeah, I kind of had the intention of doing this myself, but there's a lot of heavy lifting stuff that I know I can't do.
Metal work.
A lot of mechanical stuff that I don't know how to do.
I'm going to make her drop the motor by herself.
Oh, God.
Probably not.
So.
But she's going to help me. She's going to she's going to get grease under her fingernails, you know.
Not scared.
I know she's not. She's an excellent shop help. She's very good. She can do it. So I have faith in her. I'm going to guide along the way. I'm going to try to let her do some things that you know, I'm a little bit of a control freak.
Yeah.
Sometimes, you know, I have to remind myself that it's the experience for you guys, that not just the let's just get it done.
Yeah, teaching somebody how to.
Teaching somebody how to do it.
Teaching somebody how to fish.
We might get some of the junior lug nuts in here helping out.
Yes, because one of them will be home for the summer.
Yeah,
so
one will be home.
Hey, he's not working nonstop.
Hey, you are not the star of this show. You are not the star. Sit down.
Nobody wants to see that.
Nobody wants to see your butthole.
Gross.
Turn around.
Okay, Bo, you can cut that part out.
Yeah, he's going to leave it in.
Yeah, I know.
So, but that's pretty much it.
So, I'm excited.
But this is our little introduction video on the project and kind of what our plans are for it. You know, we'll go from here.
Yay.
Yay.
Maybe by the time the hot weather rolls by and it's fall and it's nice weather again, then maybe when it's nice weather again in the fall,
stop it.
Maybe it'll be ready to drive.
Maybe.
So
fall of 2026.
I'm not falling for that one. Fall of 2025. No pressure.
Wow.
I'm not going to get it done by Tuesday. I never said what Tuesday.
Yeah.
How many times have I heard that one?
What? Hey, listen, it's not always my fault.
No, it's not.
It's not always my fault. Sometimes it's my fault. Well,
enough banter.
Enough banter. I think we need to go to the old school wheels, old school Volkswagen wheels on it and stuff like that. I think it's going to be very cool. Goose, we don't need your help.
You can't erase it.
It's the Mustang side. I'm going to redo that anyway.
Yeah.
Stop.
So.
All right, lug nuts. With that being said, we're going to go ahead and sign off. Mama Lug Nut.
Yeah.
You want to share your socials with them?
Oh, if you want to learn how to sew, I am a sewing teacher and I make patterns for beginners. So find me at By the Bay Bag Co.
Yeah, bythebaybagco.com. Right?
Yep.
Okay. And I do have a TikTok account. It's out there. It's Robert's Classic Cars, at Robert's Classic Cars on TikTok. You know, we've got a bunch of shorts coming out and everything else on all this stuff. As of today, as of the filming of this, we have what? 114 subscribers. 114 of you lug nuts out there love me. It's okay. 115 if you count her. Wait, you're getting antsy.
Yep.
So make sure you like and subscribe. Follow along in our journeys. Laugh at us. We're not professionals. I'm not a professional mechanic. I do the best I can with what I've got. Usually comes out okay. May not be the way you would do it. May not be the way a professional mechanic would do it. But, you know, works for us and we're having fun while we're doing it. So, like I said, like and subscribe. Make sure you follow. And lug nuts, always remember, keep the shiny side up and the rubber side down.
Oh, I did that backwards.
I did it backwards. It's supposed to be rubber side down, shiny side up.
Yeah, whatever.
But you get the point. Thanks for watching.